Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go.
All right, all right, all right. If you made it this far, you are now with David Washington, your favorite political innovator here on Countertop Politics. Every Monday, 5 minutes or thereof of political insight, campaign innuendo, and the secret sauce to winning strategies, particularly winning strategies for judicial campaigns. Some of my most favorite campaigns are judicial campaigns. And the reason why is because it's pretty much cut and dry. It's a matter of getting to your voters and making sure that they go through the ballot to where it says judge, whether it's county judge, circuit court judge, appellate, Supreme Court, whatever. It is not easy for judicial candidates to get the recognition that they need in order for people, voters, to remember to vote for them when the time comes. And judicial campaigns are very different. Judicial elections are very much different than other elections. Here in Florida, it is April 20th. And at noon today until noon Friday, we have the qualifying period for judicial candidates here in Florida. Okay. And so at this time, you have a number of candidates, incumbents, yes, and candidates who are looking to win their very first, or maybe it's their second attempt or their third attempt, but for the most part, it's their very first attempt at running as a judicial candidate and trying to win. And here in Florida, again, and this is pretty much in many other states, particularly Illinois, if I remember correctly, your candidate for judge, again, whether it's county or circuit, appellate, Supreme Court, whatever, those candidates appear on the August 2026 ballot. They always appear on the August ballot. And these races are decided in August. Whoever gets the most votes, they win. And so in the Ninth Circuit, I'm looking at it right now, we have a lot of incumbents who are running. And typically, unless you have a really wacky record on the bench, incumbents will pretty much not have any opposition. However, there are open seats because the judge has retired or has been promoted or elected into another position. Those seats are up for re-election or up for election in August, and the candidates compete for those seats. In the Ninth Circuit here, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 seats in Circuit 9 that are up for election. That encompasses Osceola and Orange County. That's a very big district. And of those races, approximately, as I'm looking here, approximately 1, 2, 3 of those 20 odd seats are competitive. It says a lot. And that's just right now. We may have individuals, lawyers who qualify to run as a judge. We may see these individuals apply for or submit their paperwork this week during the qualifying period, right? And challenge some of these incumbents or any of these open seats. In Orange County alone, oh my goodness, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 seats that are up for election. However, there are some who have decided to withdraw from the race and move on to something else, run for something else. Maybe instead of county judge or running for circuit. But these seats are competitive for the most part. There are some that are going without anyone. But that, again, can change very soon. What I like about, the judicial campaigns is that it's just a matter of getting to your voters. And we at J&W employ different techniques of getting to our voters in a timely manner, in a way that is persuadable, of course. And it sticks in their mind that this particular individual is running for this particular judicial seat and that they should vote for them. Again, one of my favorite judicial campaigns, we employed a traditional and digital canvassing approach. And we were very happy with the results, despite the individual not winning that particular judicial seat. That individual outperformed their peers who ran in similar contests, but did not do as well as our candidate. So we're confident that our methods work. Granted, you do have to start early. And for many campaigns, I've looked at, their activity online, and you see they put, some investment into whatever they're doing, and I look at where those investments are going, and I scratch my head like, okay, and it looks like the same playbook that's been used time and time again. And given the circumstances, if there's any competition, depending on the type of competition, the results will vary. For the judicial candidates, you must understand, in order to win these races, you have to do things differently. And you have to establish your name recognition as early as possible, because campaigning as a judge is restrictive. You cannot campaign as a judge, a judicial candidate. You just can't. That's Canon 7. If you don't know what Canon 7 is, judicial candidates, you should. Campaign consultants and campaign managers, you should need to study that. But Canon 7, for the most part, determines the behavior and activities of a judicial candidate during a campaign. You have to understand that. And so that limits the face time that a judicial candidate is able to have in front of a large constituency on a very, very busy ballot. You also have to look at different trends. Here in Orange County, there's a trend of electing minority women to judicial office. And these women typically are on the liberal side, or female candidates in general with a liberal perspective. And so candidates, incumbents, or or new judicial candidates need to understand that dynamic and have an appropriate strategy to it. So with these judicial candidates, there's a lot going on. However, when you plan accordingly, you start early, you should be successful. Again, you must stick to the strategy. And it's one of my favorite type of campaigns because it's pretty much kind of dry, going where your voters are, on their devices and on their front doors, at their front doors, on their porches and on their driveways. So again, it's the judicial qualifying period here in Florida. Good luck to all the judicial candidates who qualify this week. We'll see how things shake out. As I was looking at the individuals who were running, saw some surprises, and I'm thinking that, oh boy, some of these surprises will have repercussions in other races. But we'll see. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, I'm David Washington, and I truly, truly hope that you enjoy this content, that you enjoy the content that the Jane Washington Network provides, not just at Countertop Politics, but also the King Exchange. We had a great episode last week. Tune into that. From the Margins with Jimmy Afan, a spirited conversation with my dear friend Jimmy. Check that out. Of course, the David Washington Show. We have an episode coming up soon. We also have an episode of the Fernandez Legacy that we'll be scheduling and broadcasting soon. And then finally, Ground Zero Florida. We had a recent episode. Tune into that. And again, please like, share, hit the notification button, comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Don't forget, share this with family members, friends, influencers in the wild, candidates, specifically this episode with judicial candidates, and other candidates can learn too. But, candidates elected to you think would benefit from this knowledge. So again, this is Countertop Politics. It's Monday. The election cycle is in full swing. We'll see you the next time. Love you. God bless.